unbanned. Karma comes in for Vampire. Now, I don't think he's a fantastic player of the Karma, but it fits the comp really well, right? You have the Ezreal Rakan.
Loses a little bit of value, which is important. If Sion's deprived of some resources, part of that front line tends to get... Hang on a second. Knives going to flash out here.
He's going to be in a dangerous position. Throws up a decent each as well, but he's going to be hit by that root. Now he's in a spot of bother, trying to trade this out regardless. Got a decent amount of work.
Wow.
Wary of the Q. He burns out.
Why didn't he flash? Kanavi, my dude, that is just so disrespectful. I was thinking, oh, he might just...
By Ezreal Karma. Might even be able to get that recall stop as well. I think he will be able to, in fact. 369, he's got some pots ticking. Well, he did just there. It's just ran out. I think he can get dove here.
Yeah, he probably can do. It's only got the level 5 and level 6 to work with. Good Q. Flashes for the auto. Gets a decent jump, but Vampire flashed out himself. And the last auto comes on through in WE. Pick up another. Well played in this early game so far.
Awesome. Really well played in this early game from the Ezreal Karma. Typically,
Top Esports, their tanks will be safer. And I think this game will be much likely... Hang on a second. 369's going to get wall stunned here. He does not have the stuff to deal with that.
Does have at least that world end to work with, but I don't think it's going to get out of range of the tether there. The focus resolve comes on through, and now 369 trying to get some healing, and then it becomes the Ezreal. It's a second kill on over.
Pushing up way too
with that ult. Top Esports this early game has been pretty woeful. WE have been on the map first. Top Esports have been disrespecting, and when we were saying, hey, well, Top Esports really kind of expected more from them in the split so far. I know they're 4-0, but this is not a clean start to them. This is what we meant. Dragon goes over towards WE, but Top Esports...
Over towards the grubs we go. WE up 1,000 gold. Monkey's coming on over. Hunk's going to try and body block him out, but he's still bit aware. He's underground entrance there.
Level 6 for
Monkey. An opportunity to drive someone into the wall. Kanavi now in danger. Hit with the Impale. No chance for the H assault down. Going to try and find this snipe. Gets flashed on. Jumps forward onto the Skarner, but is likely just going to die. What are you doing, Top Esports?
He ended up, the ult comes out for all that. Kanavi decided, look, I'm dead, but I want to get myself the 2 grubs. He did end up dying for that, but he ends up getting the second grub. Kanavi didn't have the level 6. They weren't in position, and Top Esports are not moving around the map with purpose. They're just kind of wandering into an area of the map.
The lead and pressure she needed. Can't be as obnoxious as possible, and I think... in particular, having someone like Kanavi be behind Curver is never a sign you want to see for Top Esports. Nice chunk there from Jackie. Force a flash out of Vampire as the quickness comes on forwards. Grand Starfall coming on in. Taeyun was hit just by the very edge of that quickness. Jackie goes forward.
Jackie!
Goes forward, trying to get up to Taeyun. Goes 1-for-1. Rest of the play now happening as Hung flash on out the battle dance. Both supports down that summoner spell. A 1-for-1, and Summoner's blown everywhere you kettle.
I don't think Jackie thought he was going to die there. Had barrier. I mean, I suppose he's
right, and I think that will mean... Okay, Top Esports doing the correct thing of not fighting the objective. One thing which I do down, if W get a Hextech Soul, yeah, you're boned. There's no two ways about it. Jackalove gonna get rooted up. He could actually die here. He needs to be really afraid. Rooted a second time this combo's actually happened, as Jackalove needs to be very careful popping the ult.
Does indeed. Taeyun now in danger, trying to get out of there, but is of course down all his summoners and goes down. Nice pick off on both bot laners. Monkey turns up, but it's only to observe the corpses of Taeyun and Vampire.
Oh, how dare I disrespect Jackalove. Of course he knows what the hell he's doing. The Pantheon all over the top, and it's Taeyun and Vampire, who had the great early game, who are the ones to make the big mistake. Monkey forced a flash away from a Rakan W as well, but this is one of the problems of the Ezreal Karma. You think you are gods in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. It's a little bit beyond that now, and the global has been unlocked to that Pantheon, amongst other things. Taeyun and Vampire, despite the good early game, may have just made the play which lets Top Esports take over. They're in a gold lead now.
Navi now potentially in danger, needs to potentially back up on this one. There's Navi in danger, will likely fall down here and does so. Unfortunate there.
Takes a long time for him to die. 369 has flash, has ult. There might be another wall stun coming through, but I realistically don't think there's a kill angle here.
369 in danger. May need to be forced to flash. Gets hit by that decimated smash. He's actually going to take quite a lot of damage here. Gets a big death string as dance heal. Flashes away from the shockwave. Could only get more. Needs another Q. Won't find it. And they do get the kill in the end.
Takes a long time, but they bring down the Aatrox. 369, the first number of his name now.
Jackalove really knows what he's doing here. Has a ton of damage coming through. Hung's on the roam. Taeyun wastes his E and they die. Jackalove doesn't have ult this time.
Might be in danger, just managed to back away for a second, but the extended battle dance range from Hung is good. Force the cleanse there because of the feather pull. Vampire needs to speed himself away as well.
I really don't like how Taeyun and Vampire are playing through mid lane. The early game, we sang
underneath the turret right now. They're trying to push in and get as much HP down on this turret as possible.
They very much are. Shockwave on 3! Nice value. Jackie just at least managed to ult the Impale after, but Kanavi is a dead man. Jackie, very low. Needs to run away. Tier 1 in mid lane down. Cream has turned up. Throws down a gravity field that doesn't get all that much value on WE. finally find the good coordinated play in mid.
The reactions are not on point for Top Esports as Karis hid the ball within the tower. Big mistake. You had a Pantheon E and you had the Xayah ultimate. Neither of them are pulled, and that's the play which WE were looking for. They've been overforcing in mid lane an awful lot, and right there it finally works out for them. Karis being a bit of a savior. Taeyon and Vampire couldn't get it done in the mid lane. He does it himself.
Now, Hung is very deep. He's going to get rooted up here. Will not have the opportunity to battle dance until just now. Monkey went looking slow onto Hung. There's another battle dance, though. And now actually Karis has come on over, and they get the Rakan regardless.
Hung really too far there. The Rakan has incredible extended retreat range. From the looks of it, Ezreal will get some decent chip damage down, but I mean, Victor can control the choke point. In fact, I think they probably should have looked to control that choke point. They've allowed them into the river.
Very much have. What do we do at the back end of this? As in goes Sion, not quite Monkey until just now, and that's an impale onto the Victor. Cream gets over the wall though. In comes the Arcane Storm. Charm as well keeps Monkey at this cube, also buying time, but all the while the Dragon is going down. Shockwave well wide, but WE should get the Dragon off this, you have to imagine.
They'll get that, and they'll get their soul point as Cream refuses to flash, takes way too much damage, and now he's at low HP to look to Battle Mage.
And try and play this out potentially, but Kanavi's also about half HP. WE want to try and find more. There's a ball on top of Monkey. Doesn't have the shockwave available. Kanavi throws down the Aegis Assault. Decimating Smash comes on down. 369 trying to body block. Into the backline goes Hung. Gets the knock-up. The Feather Pull comes on through as well. But Taeyon feels the opportunity to Arcane shift forwards. Looking for the true shot. Barrage!
Oh!
And brings down 369. Jackie goes into the sky. Feather Pull onto Karis, but he gets to come out and protect. They do bring down the Orianna, but everyone's so damn low. A last Essence Flood. The Qs keep flying. Can't quite get the kills. And TES only lose the one.
Top Esports being so disrespectful with their dissing.
Come dropping in. There's that teleport towards the top side. Bush down to 3k HP. It's
going to be gone.
It's just
too late. Way too late.
Too late. In comes Kanavi. About 2 seconds too late on that play, but all the while damage goes down to Q. Actually, good damage on a Vampire. Needs to flash one out. Just go down to the Aegis Assault. True Shot Barrage comes across multiple people. The Shockwave doesn't get as much base as they're hoping as Monkey gets chunked up, but not quite down until just now. As the Shield Bolt comes on down. Cube flashing on out. Slowed down though. Has got a Blast Code. Interrupted before he can get too much further, but just into the rev. But now 369. Potentially a dangerous angle, but can't quite find a way over that.
50 seconds till the Dragon, which would be sold for WE, and it's even in gold. Kanavi alone in top river. Anyone else walking up? He needs to use his E. I don't know if he's gonna have a chance to do so.
Kanavi gets impaled.
Kanavi, my dude.
Gone, and the Jackie forced to back away from doing damage by that shockwave route onto Cream by that focused resolve. Value onto him, gets shielded up, but is now desperately low. TP finally comes on through for 369, but it's a little bit too little, a little bit too late.
Kanavi has a 2.5k lead over Monkey. He is very, very powerful, but you can't afford to walk into river like that. It's 20 seconds. Starts up to the Dragon in good timing. Pantheon will have Hex Gates and his ultimate to get back out, as we've mentioned before. How's the anti-tank damage looking? The Ezreal getting great damage down. That's good. Get some damage onto that Victor. If Victor has lower HP, he can't be the anti-tank menace in the same way.
Looks like the Aatrox has really struggled into this Ezreal in particular once they got fed. Can't buy the space they're hoping for. In comes the Grand Starfall, looking to get on the backside. Karis forced to flash away. Looking to get on top of the Orianna, just wide. The exhaust comes on down. The Arcane still not getting that much value. Cube buying up 3 people's time. Kanavi trying to do the same on the other side. Should be able to do so. Cube survives. Kanavi goes down. Root onto Monkey. Redemption.
The late ult
is so good, and the ult is late.
A third late ult in this game for Jackulov. Over and the shockwave hits.
Gets on to 3. Monkey in the backside drives into the bird. Flash on now, but they're getting all the kills in the river regardless. Jackulov falls, and Top Esports find themselves on the bottom.
WE's tanks stand strong. They are the ones which end up holding the door shut as a terrible engage from Hung goes through, forcing a flash out of Orianna, but just leaving him completely dead. Hung, a player that was just switched on to Top Esports side of WE. Hex Tech Soul is there already, and WE should be in position to close out this game 1.
I think that is looking like a likelihood at this point. 3k up. Baron to their name will extend that significantly. Hex Soul on top of all of that. When you've got poke champions like Ezreal and Karma.
Harris has had a very good game.
Taeyon managed to get so much value. Jumps on in, flashes back out, gets the Arcane Shift to go right back in again. Back to life we go. Damage onto Cream, who is once again eaten up. He is dessert for WE this time around.
Mistimed ult.
From the mistimed ult. Jackulov going on to the other side. In goes Hung, but the shockwave is there into the impale. Oh, it's the quadra kill, I think, at the back end of that one. For Karis, somewhere out there, Freak would do a better voice crack than I would. 369 in dangers. Oh, they're going to try and donate the pentakill. No, they are not. Because Monkey C, Monkey do, and Karis is denied the full 5.
Monkey, you dick, denies the pentakill to his mid laner Karis. But WE smash home another game with this Skarner Scion combo and take a win off of Top Esports.
And let's be real, it starts in the early lane. They get the massive advantages. Top Esports come back a bit, but when WE stop finding those fights, it is done